Om Namo Venkateshaya. Happy morning to all of you. For diabetic episode, average how much weight we have to be, and upon that how much protein, how much muscle mass it has to be, carbohydrates, or how much fat it has to be in our body, we are going to discuss. Like generally three principles will be there. Diabetes people, it is like first one is bringing them to the ideal body weight. Their weight, whether they are undernourished, we have to nourish them, and overnourished, we have to bring them to the nourishment. So this is the first principle. And second principle, whatever symptoms they are facing, like polydipsia, polyphagia, or all these things, we have to control that one. And the third one is not progressing the complications, that is retinopathy, nephropathy, all these complications. We are going to avoid these complications, or even if the complications has occurred, we are going to actually not allowing it to progress further. So if it comes to today we are just discussing about how much is the ideal body weight and how it has to be calculated. Ideal body weight, there are like 3 to 4 parameters which are there, and initially it is like how much weight we are there and how much weight we have to be. So actually our height, so centimeters minus 100. So if you do minus 100 from that one, that is our ideal. For example, if your height is 155 centimeters, if you minus 100 from that, it is 55 kgs. So that is the ideal weight you have to be in an average one. So this you have to keep. This is the ideal body weight calculation. Along with that, other parameters like how much of muscle mass is there. For that, the mid-arm circumference, waist ratio, hip ratio, waist to hip ratio, thigh ratio. So all these reference values will be there, and along with that there will be in-body measures to see that visual parameters will be there. In that you can check body mass index and waist to hip ratio, how much of fat is there, how much of peripheral fat is there, how much of visceral fat is there, how much of muscle is there. So all these parameters will come in the visual parameters, and then it will come biochemical markers. In that you can see for lipid profiles in the blood, that is total cholesterol, how much is the LDL cholesterol, VLDL cholesterol, HDL cholesterol. Along with that liver parameters, you will get the total protein levels and albumin levels. All this will be there. Along with that, you can check for diabetes patients. For people has to check for fasting blood sugars, postprandial blood sugars, HbA1c, also urine parameters, all has to be checked periodically. And body mass index also, I told it is weight divided by height in meters square. So ideally it has to be 18 to 24. So obesity calculation will be there based upon the body mass index. So all these parameters are very important. So after that, energy calculation, depending upon your work pattern, like if you are doing light work, moderate work, very heavy work, or bedridden. So depending upon that, your energy calculation will be there. Per day energy calculations will be there. So in that energy calculation, if you are planning to reduce weight, then it is 20 kilocalories per day you have to take. If someone is bedridden and diabetic, they require 25 kilocalories per day. And likewise, if it is light work, 30 kilocalories per day, and moderate work, it is 35 kilocalories per day, and heavy work, it is 40 kilocalories per day. Don't scratch too much on this. I'll just tell the depth of it in the subsequent videos as to what diet has to be included. Based on this, the total energy, total foods have to be taken. That is carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and vitamins and minerals has to be taken. This what type of food has to be included into our diet. We know that carbohydrates are 50 to 55%, and proteins 30%, 25 to 30%, and fats 15 to 20% has to be included in our plate per day. And vitamins and minerals will be always there. We'll discuss in our subsequent videos what food content has to be there. If you like my video, kindly subscribe and share it on to the others. Have a very great day.